Hello everyone. We'll see the next concept in the module 4, that is complete binary tree. So as per the property 4, some of the elements or the nodes will be missing in the binary tree. So those kind of binary trees can be called as a complete binary tree. So all the levels except possibly the last are completely filled and all nodes are as left as possible. We can see the example. We have got three diagrams. Some elements are missing, but all the elements are possibly as left. So these kind of trees are called as binary, complete binary trees. So representation of a binary tree. So the first representation is array based representation. Means we are using array in order to represent the binary trees. So what we have already seen, as per the property 4, a complete binary tree, in the sense some of the elements will be missing in the binary tree. So we can see in the below diagram, figure 1 and figure 2 are complete binary tree. Means here we have got only three elements in the first figure, A, B and C, and the remaining elements are missing. And each and every element, even though they are missing, they are assigned a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are ordered because binary tree contains ordered elements. So when this first figure is used to store or represent by using array, means totally the size of the array should be 7. So here A will be stored in the first location. In the second location the element is missing, it is left blank, and B is stored in third location. In the 4, 5, 6 the elements are missing, those three space are left free or blank, and at the last location C is stored. So in the same way, in the second figure, here also we have got how many elements? Totally there are 5 elements, so 2 elements are missing. Again the size of the array is 7 itself. So A is stored in the first, B, C are stored in the second and third. In the fourth location the element is missing, left blank, and in the fifth location D is stored, sixth is left blank, and in the last location E is stored. So what we can understand here, whenever we are using a complete binary tree in order to store in the array, even though elements are missing, the space will be taken, so the memory will be wasted here. So we'll see one of the example here. In the diagram we can see there, so the height of the binary tree is here 4, in the sense A, B, C, D, we have got 4 elements, height is also 4. So how many maximum elements I can store in this binary tree? That is 2 raised to h minus 1, h in the sense height, so 2 raised to 4 minus 1, so 16 minus 1 is 15. So in this binary tree I can store 15 elements or a nodes. So when I want to represent this binary tree using array, then what is the size of the array I require? Totally 15. But how many elements I have? Only 4 elements. A will be stored in the first location, B will be stored in the third, C will be stored in the 7th location, D will be stored in the 15th location, and the remaining locations are left free. So what we can understand from this, whenever the elements are missing, that memory will be left free and the memory will be wasted. So in order to solve this problem, we can represent the binary tree by using linked representation, that is nothing but linked list. So in the linked list we have got two types, one is single linked list and the other one is double linked list. In the previous modules we have seen what is a linked list, single linked list, so which contains two fields, one is data field and the other one is address field. So data field is used to store the data, address field is used to store the address of the next node or next location. But in order to represent a binary tree we are using doubly linked list. Then what is this doubly linked list? It consists of three fields like left link, right link and data field. So we can understand data field is nothing but which is used to store the data. Left link, that stores the address of the left node, or right link, it is used to store the address of the right node. But in this we are using a binary tree, we can consider here the data field contains the element and the left link contains the left child and right link contain the right child, in the sense right binary tree, left binary tree. Clear? So we'll see the structure of a binary tree here. It contains one left pointer and the other one is right pointer. In the below you can see the binary tree node, left child equal to right child equal to null. Then what is this? Left child equal to right child equal to null, in the sense there is no left tree and a right tree. So if they are not divided into further, so that address field will contain null. If it contains the element, it will be element equal to the element, left child, right child equal to null, if it is not divided. So if it is divided, so here in the next part, element equal to the element, left child equal to L, right child equal to R. So in the below diagram you can see how the trees will be stored. Again, in the first example we have got, so in the example 1 we can see that we have got only 3 elements, A, B and C. So the first, A will be stored by using doubly linked list. You can see there A will be having two parts, one is left and the other one is right, but left is not there, right is there. So A will be stored in the data field. In the left link we will be storing null because the left subtree is not present. So in the right link we will be having the address of the B, so that is 380. 380 is nothing but address of B node or Bth element. Again in the next node B will be stored. So B is having only right link but not left link, so left will be stored null, right will be having the address of the C, that is 162 as per the diagram. So next C is not divided either as the left or right, so C will be stored and both the left and right link will be having null pointer, in the sense there is no further any node. So again in the example 2, A will be divided into left and right, so A will be stored in the data field and left link will be having the B's address, in the right link it will be having C address. Again B is stored in the data field but B is not having left link, so it is null, it is having right node, so it will be having the address of the D. So D is the last node, it does not contain left as well as right, so both the address field will be having null, so the C and E are the same thing. So this is about linked representation.